Okay. Okay. So like I said, welcome to our call, y'all. I'm Kim. If you don't know me, I have 3 kids, ages 10, 6, and 3. And I have been taking these supplements with Plexus since the summer of 2020. And I wanted to share what you can expect from our call tonight. And then I'll share a little bit of my story. So I'm going to share first. Amy will be sharing second, and then Jill will be closing us out. And we're going to be talking you through very simply how you can start these products if you haven't yet, or if you have, either way, how you can make $300 right off the bat in this next week. So we're also, like I said, going to be doing 3 fun giveaways, and I'm going to be giving away a $10 Amazon gift card first. So to get entered into that, I want you in the chat to tell me a place that you would love to travel that you either haven't been or maybe would love to go back to. And I will tell you why I picked that question to ask about in just a minute. So all you have to do is to hit the chat button. If you're on a camera, or a computer, it's right in the middle. Or if you are on a cell phone, you'll just see at the bottom there, just hit chat and then just type in where it is that you are most wanting to. Okay, so here. I'm excited to see some of these answers coming in the comments, and I'll drop mine in a second too. Oh, Europe. Yes. I want to go to Italy. Italy is like my big thing. Iceland. Oh, so fun. Okay. So y'all, I have been into health and wellness since I was a kid. And I was a hot yoga instructor for about 10 years, a fitness and nutrition coach for about 4.5 years before this. And and actually, if anybody, feel free to drop in the chat, y'all, if you see anybody else jumping in. And about a couple of years into fitness and nutrition coaching, I had just given birth to our second kid and found myself with a slew of health problems. Out of the blue, my hair was falling out. I had crazy anxiety, insomnia, brain fog, memory loss, low libido. I was getting sick whenever my kids got sick and staying sick. I was in and out of doctors trying to figure it out, just to be prescribed sleep meds and anxiety meds and told that it was normal. Well, I eventually kept being persistent and got to the right doctor, got the right tests, and was diagnosed with Hashimoto's, a thyroid autoimmune disease, and told that I was also pre-diabetic. And I was honestly in shock. The doctors told me that there was no cure, that I would be on meds for the rest of my life. And I honestly had no idea what to do. I was trying to research and find holistic alternatives when I saw a post on Facebook from a girl in my small group who would not shut up about these gut health supplements that were helping her and her kids and all of her friends so much. And when she posted a testimony of someone with the same thyroid disease as me who found healing using them, naturally, I reached out. After we chatted, I decided to give them a try, but honestly, I had heard some bad things about the company and the products. I was pretty skeptical. And within a month, I didn't really feel like they were doing much. So I quit because I really didn't have any money to waste as a stay-at-home mom. And I just told myself Plexus doesn't work. And I truly believed that for a really long time. So after that, I exhausted myself and drained our finances, going to naturopathic doctors, chiropractors, doing essential oils, getting rid of toxins in our cleaning products and our beauty products. And some of you might be able to relate to this. Tell me in the chat if this is you, going gluten-free and dairy-free and doing all of the thyroid cleanses and healing protocols. And like I said, taking hundreds of dollars in supplements each month. And I honestly hardly felt any different. After the birth of my third baby in 2020, just as I was thinking I needed to get back to figuring out how to heal my thyroid, I saw a post pop up again from that same friend, and it was another thyroid testimony that really spoke to me. And I reached out again and we chatted, and I ended up finding out that it was the same products that I had tried years before. So naturally I was like, what, but they didn't work, right? And she told me, well, is it that they didn't work, or is it that you didn't stay on them long enough for them to work? And it turns out a lot of people make that mistake, and I was one of them. So she showed me this image of candida yeast overgrowth symptoms, and I was shocked to find that I had over 16 of them. And while that was discouraging that I had so many things wrong with me, it was actually encouraging to see that they were all connected to just one big thing, a gut health problem. And so after researching and praying more, I decided I would give this a try because of the 60-day money back guarantee. Because like I said, we had absolutely no money to waste. We were broke. My husband had just lost his job in COVID. I was on WIC and Medicaid. We had been on a debt-free journey for like 6 years at that point and still had a heap of credit card debt. And we needed a new car, and our pool broke and our house flooded. And to say we had no extra money, like, is an understatement. But so I knew that I wasn't going to be able to afford to stay on these long enough for them to work. What I did do, because I'm a firm believer that where there's a will, there's a way, is sell a couple things on the Facebook market to come up with the money for my welcome pack, and told my sponsor that I wasn't going to be able to afford to stick with it. And we both didn't want me to make the same mistake that I made the last time. So she told me about the referral program. And of course, I was naturally like, nope. Like maybe some of you have done. That's actually probably all of our story. I was not like I had done 2 network marketing companies before this, worked really hard, spent a lot of time, and never made much money. And so I was not interested in that, and honestly hell-bent against the fact that I would never do this as a business. But I did need to find healing, which required me being able to afford the products, right? So she told me about the referral program and how it really was not a business. It's a true referral program, and a very generous one at that, and how I could make about $400 from sharing with 3 friends. And she asked me just to kind of think, do you know anybody that struggles with any of these health issues? Stress, anxiety, depression, sleep issues, autoimmunity, thyroid stuff, hair falling out, like just went through this whole list. And I was like, honestly, I don't know anybody that doesn't struggle with some of those things. And she's like, okay, so go to bed and pray and ask God to put anybody on your heart that might be needing this too. So I did. I reached out from my heart, and both of these girls wanted more information. My sponsor helped me to invite them to our info and testimonials page, tag them in a couple things, and both of these girls wanted to order. And y'all, I was shocked. It was so easy. I had spent no time. I didn't know anything I was doing. And there they were wanting to order. So I told them that if cost was a concern, like it was for me, that they could get their products for free through the referral program by sharing with 3 people. I told them they could just invite them to that page. They did that. Both of them got those 3 friends signed up. And y'all, within 14 days of me placing my order for these supplements, I had made $900 in referral cash already. And that blew my mind. So honestly, it didn't just pay for my products like I hoped. It put food on the table while my husband was unemployed. And I thought not having money was a reason not to do this. But God knew it was actually the reason why I needed to. He nudged me to share when I was learning about gut health and what I started on social media. And a bunch of people wanted more information. Within 6 weeks of me signing up, I had made $2,500, earned a free trip to Arizona, and was already in the top 20 of this company. And that is when I knew that this was different. Fast forward 13 months, and I had made a paycheck for $7,000 in 1 month. Simply talking to people about these products and helping them get started using the simple systems that we had in place to do that without spending much time. And I saw these products were not just helping me in my health, but helping so many people that I had signed up. And it really just motivated me to keep sharing. Y'all, when I first started network marketing, all I wanted was an extra $400 a month to save for our first house and pay down some debt. When it did that quickly, I started to dream bigger of a day when my husband could maybe just leave the restaurant business altogether. That was honestly killing our family, of being able to actually afford to travel and take family vacations, to afford date nights, to get my hair done, or maybe even randomly eat out. Now, 3.5 years into Plexus, we buy all of our groceries organic. We send our kids to private Christian schools. We give generously. My husband is retired at 36 years old because of this business. We take 2 luxury family vacations every year paid for by Plexus. They sent us to Disney as a family for the first time about 1.5 years into this. I sent us on a trip to Portugal right after that. That was the honeymoon my husband and I never had. We just got home from Mexico last month on another all expenses paid trip. I'm leaving on a cruise in 3 days that includes a butler in a large private room with a $2,500 shopping spree. And I just earned Punta Cana in February, which you still have plenty of time to earn with us. And I share this not to brag, but to cast vision for you of what is possible with this. Plexus loves to send us on trips and give us gifts galore. So that's why I asked my question of where you want to travel. So make sure you drop that below to be entered into the giveaway. And I'm going to toss this over to Amy. But no matter, as you're listening to her, I just want you to be thinking, no matter what you are looking for in your life right now, could this be the answer?
Hey, Kim, thank you. I hope you can see me. Yep, perfect, perfect. So I'm Amy. I went to high school with Kim, and I had been following her on Facebook for a very, very long time and kept seeing all these posts and everything. And it kind of blew my mind, to be honest. And so I'm a mom of 2 little ones. I have a 4-year-old and an almost 2-year-old, and I'm also a full-time teacher. So when I first started, I really wasn't looking for a business because I already have a career. And I don't think I'll ever quit my career right now, at least, because of the pension I get and the great things that would come with teaching. But I didn't realize that what the potential there was with Plexus. But again, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to be on the products, definitely let alone start a company with them. I was really struggling with like mom brain after having postpartum and had a lot of allergies and exhaustion. But I felt like I had decent financials, but I really just didn't want to spend the money on myself, right? We always spend money on all of our kids, and I really didn't want to spend it on myself. So I hopped in a group with Kim, and there was a sale, just kind of like what there's going on now. And I knew for me to be a better mom, I needed to start putting myself first. And so I submitted my order with Kim, and then like literally, I don't know if it was a day or 2 days later, I said, you know what? Did you just scam me? Like, are you for real right now? Like, I never have done an MLM before, or a retail marketing thing, and I really wasn't sure if this was going to work. But that 60-day back money guarantee really put me over the edge. So, you know, I recognition and appreciation as being a teacher, like we don't get appreciated or recognized very often as a teacher. And my principal and my teachers will be like, "Oh, good job, good job, good job." But like, I don't know, it just kind of goes in one ear out the other. But Kim and Plexus, like they are so welcoming and supportive of anything you do, whether you're on the products as a user or you want to share them and be an ambassador. They're always promoting positivity. And that's really what's really I love about Plexus is not just the amazing prizes that they give you, the amazing cash you can earn, but the camaraderie in the community. That's really kind of what I love most about Plexus. But that first month I started sharing, I had earned $300 cash and $150 spa gift certificate. And I was like, did I just earn a spa gift certificate? I don't even go to the spa. Who's going to watch my kids? So it was kind of like, wow, I really did do this by myself. The following month, I had earned $500. And, I have never done any kind of social media marketing. And so I had a lot to learn if I wanted to have some success. But Kim had made it so super easy. I being a full-time teacher, I use my morning commute to like listen to trainings or to calls or make some phone calls myself. I use my lunch break, sometimes some things at night after my kids go to bed. And just that simple little, a few minutes here, a few minutes there has really helped pay for a lot of things. So I really just want you to encourage you to think about what if, right? What if somebody that you know is praying about a health problem and you have the solution for it? Maybe it is anxiety, maybe it is bloat, maybe it is mom brain or brain fog. And you don't even have to know that much about the products yet. When I first started sharing, I really still didn't even know what was in each product. Like I'd message Kim, is there caffeine in this? Or what's in this? Or how does this really work? And so you don't even have to know that much. We will help you, right? Or your sponsor will help you. So the nice thing is that somebody loves you enough to get you on this call, whether that be somebody in this meeting or maybe they couldn't come tonight, but we will help you share. We will help give you that knowledge and belief that you can connect people to us. And so, as a mom of two littles, my favorite thing is coffee. I'm not drinking coffee right now. It is tea, okay, decaffeinated tea because I'm going to go to bed soon. But I'm going to give away a Starbucks gift card. So I want you to put in the chat your favorite coffee or your favorite latte order, whether it's from Starbucks or Tim Hortons or Dunkin' Donuts. Tell me what kind of coffee you drink, and you'll be entered into win a Starbucks gift card. And I'm going to pass it off to Jill. She's going to introduce herself and tell you exactly how you make that money.
Okay, hey guys, I'm Jill. So I'm going to share a little snippet of my testimony at the end, but you've already heard two like incredible stories of women who were quite skeptical when they started this journey, and look at where, how far they've come since taking that leap of faith. So what I want to talk to you about is, and what I'm sure you probably want to know is, how do you make $300? Within this next week, even, which is kind of mind blowing if you just think about it, like where else can you make $300 in less than a week? So here's what I'm going to tell you. If you are already a VIP customer, you already have your referral link. If you're somebody on this call right now that isn't even taking Plexus yet yourself, but you're planning to, you will also get a referral link. And what that means is now you get to share with your friends and family these amazing products. And when you do that, you get paid. The simplicity of this is we're going to teach you. So if you decide to do this, after tonight's call, we're going to start a chat group in Messenger. And if you want to be added to that, if you already know you want to be added to that, you can type add me to the chat right now. You want to hear a little bit more, you can hear a little bit more. But what we're going to do is we're just going to basically hold your hand and show you how you can talk to people, things you can send to them so that they can learn a little bit more about how the products can help them. And we're going to do that with you. So it's like not anything like Amy was saying, you don't have to really know anything yet. We're going to help you and hold your hand through that whole process. And the really cool thing about that is not only are you helping people you love, like get healthy and drop off all of these symptoms that are really getting them down, you are making a paycheck. And so for me, like my story is kind of similar to Kim's. I had a whole bunch of health issues. And when I started, it was like anxiety was the one thing. I was like, I saw all the symptoms on the list. And that was the one. I was like, I need to get rid of this. It is like ruining my life. I have 2 little kids at home. I was barely functioning at one point. It's just probably like post pandemic. Then on top of all of these health issues, my husband lost his job in the pandemic. So all of a sudden, finances became a really huge issue for us as well. And even still, I was like, I don't want to do it. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, how do I not want to do this? Like, we need this. I need the health for one. And now we need the finances. So against all of my, anything I was just like, I'm not doing this. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this, Kim. Put up my first post. Actually, no, I need to backtrack. I didn't even put up a post. I was still that person. I'm like, I'm not putting anything on social media. So I just talked to some people about it and used the products for a set amount of time. And people started noticing, like in my family, in my church groups, they're like, what are you doing, girl? You're like losing tons of weight. You seem happy again. Just simply noticing changes in me. And then I sort of got the courage to talk about it. And what really blew my mind, and this is going to blow your mind too, not only did I get my products covered, but in less than a month, I made over $2,000. And I was like, what? Like how? And I was a teacher too. So I get the whole, when you're a teacher, you're not really in it for the money. Let's just call it what it is. Like you love kids and stuff. I made $2,000 in a month. And I was like, whoa, all I did was talk about something that was working for me and shared it with people. And I found out too that so many people, and you'll find this out as well, are struggling with all these symptoms. There is not probably one person on planet Earth that doesn't have at least a handful of these symptoms. So I started sharing, and before I knew it, I had more than my products covered. I was able to help pay for bills that my husband could no longer pay for. I actually just earned a trip too with Kim to Haiti, and I unfortunately can't go because of and I didn't have my passport actually, which is really kind of a sad thing. But this company is incredible. You can earn as much or as little as you want, but all we want to do right now is help you earn $300, and we can do that in the next 6 days. If you want to follow along, if you want to come into our chat group, please comment, add me to the chat, and we'll get you in there. And for my giveaway, I'm going to give away a free frother. So if you would like to put in the chat what you would spend the $300 on, but it has to be what you would spend on it for yourself, because we're always buying things for our kids and our families and other people, because I know that's how a lot of women and especially mothers are. So in the comments, write what you would buy for yourself with the $300. I'm going to pass it back to Kim. If I missed anything, she can go over that. But I'm really excited for anyone on this call tonight because the potential here is huge, and $300 will bless your family so much.
Thank you, Jill. All right, y'all. So I just want to encourage you to do something a little bit uncomfortable, because if you change nothing, nothing changes. So you never know who you could be a blessing to, and how much that could bless your family in turn. So we're just really excited to see what you guys do from here. I hope we'll see you all in the chat starting tomorrow. Thanks so much for being here. We will reach out if you are a prize winner, and get to you.